We welcome you in now to the 2025 Heartland Hoops Classic here live from the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island, Nebraska. I'm Bridger Cruz. Joined with me today is Leighton Oberle. Going to be a good one. Summerland taking on a dominant Johnson Brock team. Leighton, what are you seeing out of this matchup?
Well, Johnson Brock had that 56-game winning streak come to an end on Thursday night when they played top-ranked Freeman in Class C2. The two-time defending state champs. This team, they've been there, they've done that. A lot of the guys have been around for those state championship teams, so they know what they need to do. They've been to this event before, very experienced. I think that's one of the biggest things this year for that group and why they have an advantage over most other teams. Yeah, well, that group's so experienced, the basketball IQ so high, but for Summerland, an interesting story from them. The Max Preps only goes back to 2019-2020, a brand new school in Nebraska, making their way through the ranks, a great football season, and now a dominant basketball season as well. So a lot of youth on that team, and a whole lot of youth in the school as a whole, but they're here and they're making their name known. And it's one of those things where it's like, yes, new school, but a lot to look forward to in the future as well. 22 on the season, they have some pretty good wins, but this will be a really tough matchup for them to start. Yeah, should be an interesting matchup to say the least for them. Looking at Johnson Brock, looking at Summerland, though, going to be a packed game. We'll take you now straight to the national anthem.
Welcome to the 2025 Heartland Hoops Classic. First game will be between the Summerland Bobcats and the Johnson Brock Eagles. First of all, for visiting team non-starters, Dylan Rotherham, Carter Kirkman, Alexander Hobbs, Ryan Reicher, Mason Swagger, Aiden McAllister, Mathias Wagner, Rogan Robertson, Bo Ayers, and Preston Watson. For the home team non-starters, Johnson Brock Eagles, number 1, Justin Meyer, Hayden Rabbit, Brogan O'Hare, Tate Holly, Quentin Barrett, Brady Barrett, Ben Barat, Chris Melvin, Tyler Barat, Oliver Miller, Deacon Bernard, Robert Rabbit, and Gabe Rasmussen. Coaches for Summerland, head coach Brett Besor, assistant coach Blake Colgan, Ed Johnson for Johnson Brock, head coach Lucas Dillinghouse, assistant coach Ben Itis, and Seth Beacon. And now your starting lineups, first of all, for Summerland Bobcats. Senior number 1,
Starting lineups are set and done at this point. Layton, all there's left to do is just play the basketball game. First game of the day of 7, a packed slate of basketball in the Heartland Hoops Classic here in 2025. This event, always a fun one to say the least, and this is a great one to start, a Class D thriller.
And Johnson Brock, you know, they're headlining, you know, 56-game win streak. Obviously, we kind of talked to the head coach about that before the game. And, you know, one of the biggest things he said is like, yes, that was mentioned, but now just play free. Kind of releases some of the pressure that you may have had, you know, going 28-0 last season. It's just that, play free, play loose, go have fun.
Now for Summerland, that shot, Preston Hoke lets it fly. Boarded out by Brody Kaler. So that's Johnson Brock. First offensive possession we're seeing from them. The quick three, and he buries it. Camden Dillinghouse averaging 16.6 points per game, and he knocks down the first triple. Ball knocked away. It'll stay right there with Johnson Brock, but something that Summerland is really going to have to focus on, and coach has talked about this as well, is defending the perimeter. Johnson Brock can shoot the ball so well from the three-point line. That's got to be a point of emphasis today.
Well, you got a team that shoots 33% from the three-point line. That is awfully good in high school, so that obviously is a big point of emphasis.
And then Alex Schindler knocking down the three for Summerland, ties it right back up at 3. What's fun, though, is Summerland matches up so well in a lot of ways with Johnson Brock, statistically, size-wise, but it's just, are they going to be able to overcome all of that basketball knowledge and the pedigree that Johnson Brock has?
Well, we also kind of talked about the head coach Johnson Brock, the experience, the IQ that this group has, and they've developed, you know, many state tournament runs, trying to make it a three-peat. It's definitely tough to play against that when you're playing a team so experienced, and just that team chemistry, that the bond within all the players that they have, it unbreakable.
That three ball going up, that's Napier. He can hit it, rims out. So now Johnson Brock back down the other way, still all knotted up at 3. Three ball from the corner, buries it. Another good-looking bucket, this time Garrison Bohe. Now Summerland trying to go back down the other way. The dribble drive. Back out, shots up, in the end, one will go. Michael Koenig taking it to the rim. 6'3" senior was a force on the football field, and he's showing it off today on the hardwood.
And we kind of seen early that, you know, on that possession, Summerland, they're trying to attack the basket, force Johnson Brock, you know, try to draw some fouls, trying to force the ball inside, and they draw the foul there. They score, see if they can take advantage inside. But as you mentioned, this Johnson Brock team very big, very lengthy, so it will be tough to score in the paint.
Yeah, and that foul going to be called. Is Brody Kaler going up with it? And then the foul is going to be called on Parker Napier. Boxing out, but you can't catch Kaler in the air like that. So now Johnson Brock a chance at it with a reset shot clock. That three ball goes up, buries it again. Camden Dillinghouse again.
This guy's so fun to watch. I mean, he'll light it up from anywhere on the floor, averages right around 16 points a game, but what sticks out at me when you look at his statistics, he averages right around 3 assists a game. You know, he can also distribute the ball as well, really facilitates the offense. One of the elite players in Class D.
Sam Cheatham knocked that ball out for Summerland's going to stay with Johnson Brock. You take a look at it here, like just a comfortable, a quick release from Dillinghouse.
And we also, kind of the other thing the coaches mentioned, is playing in an environment like this at the Heartland Event Center, the depth perception nowhere near what it's like playing in a typical high school gym. So success early can mean good things the rest of the way for the Eagles.
Foul called on Alex Schindler. That's his first. Inside the kick out, they were looking to kick it out to Garrison Bohe. Little miscommunication for the turnover, so Summerland takes over. Nine to 5, Johnson Brock leading by 4, just around that 5-minute mark in quarter number 1.
Nice pump fake.
Driving in the other way.
To get the defender up on it in the air. Try to take advantage, and good defense, though, to help him rotate.
The kick out again. They're looking for, that's Garrison Bohe. They were looking for at the three-point line. They find him again. A good kick for Dullinghouse, but again tipped away by Sam Cheatham. Cheatham defensively in the first part of this game, a lot of key plays.
When you knock the ball away, that really, you know, just messes with any rhythm you're able to get offensively. Let your defense get reset. Those types of plays can be very disruptive in trying to gain any rhythm offensively. And
Dullinghouse, another three-pointer, electric to start the day. 3 3-pointers all ready for Kaysen. And a turnover for Preston Hoke. He's going to jog back down, and Johnson Brock, it's so tough to guard all of the weapons that they have, and right now they're exploiting a lot of those, you know, key holes that Summerland may have.
Now Summerland playing a little 1-3-1 defense, picking them up early. He knows what to say, attack the corners, and here they go, skipping the ball around. Those passes are going to be open. And
that was Camden Dullinghouse looking for it. His three
had an
won't
open
go.
look.
Yeah.
So you'll take those, especially from that kind of player. And you know what they say also against the zone is the ball moves faster than.
Shot clock violation on Johnson Brock.
And here we go with the one that defense really messes with the rhythm, and you force a shot clock violation, didn't even really get a shot off.
Well, that is great defense by Summerland because the ball movement is so solid for Johnson Brock to be able to play defense and to lock that down for a shot clock violation. A big, big play for that Summerland defense. Now on the other end, though, down by 7, you've got to find a way to start scoring some points offensively. Driving down, little fadeaway.
That's a really tough shot and a heck of a finish.
Yeah, Preston Hoke averaging right around 12 points per game. He makes that look so easy.
You know, Summerland picking up Johnson Brock right around the half-court line, just trying to slow him down enough. Less time and getting the passing lanes. That, you know, that is being very disruptive on the defensive end of the floor.
12 seconds on the shot clock, and now 10, Camden Dullinghouse. He can hit, rebounded out by Cheatham. Cheatham pushing back down the other way. He'll take it on himself, knocked away, and it's going to be back by Johnson Brock. Austin Meyer, the key play. You take a look at it here. This is a great play. Just
that's an incredible
money.
Finish.
Yeah,
that's incredible. It's so tough when you're fading back like that on it. You know, good defender. He's got some height. It becomes very, very tough to knock that shot down, and he did. And got to give credit, you know. And for Johnson Brock, you just got to, you know, give props. That's a tough shot.
Robert Gravatt opened twice in the post. Instead, they give it to him when he's covered, and that ball rims out. Quickly back down the other way. The spot up three-pointer won't go. Rebound, that will Parker Napier. Right place, right time.
Second chance opportunities. Decide games a lot of times is how many chances, how many offensive rebounds. That's just kind of very fortunate that he was there, you know, in transition.
12-9, one possession game. Make that 2. Brody Kohler knocking it down, back to 6. The timely three-point shooting early for Johnson Brock has helped keep this game at length. Summerland spot up three-pointer, looking for it again, rims off. Sam Cheatham gets his own rebound, puts up the floater. That won't go either. So now Johnson Brock back down the other way. Minute 30 to go in that first quarter. Long skip pass out of bounds. Trying to find Kaysen Dullinghouse.
And here's the thing, key for Johnson Brock is get out and run. You know, Summerland trying to get set up in that 1-3-1, almost like a trap, a little bit at the, you know, at the half-court line and just across the half-court line. Get out in transition. Don't let them set up that zone defense, and the shots will fall.
Summerland 2-possession game, looking for something. Dribble drive back to kick out to the corner. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving in Cheatham, tough shot, he's gonna be fouled. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and Cheatham is gonna earn his trip to the charity stripe. Summerland is a team this season shooting 58% from the free throw line, so not a great percentage by any means, but right now they've been able to knock them down, and that's time for Cheatham.
That's a call by the official there on the baseline, but it's, 58%.
Not exactly where you'd want to be.
Probably, you obviously know where you want to be, but 58%, it's right around 60% really isn't horrible as a team.
Cheatham knocks down the free throws less than a minute to go now. Johnson Brock with a 4-point lead. 22 seconds on the shot clock. The 3-ball from the corner won't go.
And for Summerland, you have to box out, get a clean check out, giving this team second and third opportunities. Time in, time out. Set yourself, it'll be very, very difficult to win because this is a very good team. They're going to knock down shots, and when you give them more opportunities, they're going to fall eventually.
Foul's called on Ryan Reifer. That's Kaysen Dollinghouse at the line. That time a good pump fake, knew he was gonna get fouled.
And that's what I like to see is nice pump fake, get him in the air and go into the defender. You're going to get a foul call a lot of times, and sometimes we see basketball players like to shy away from contact. Go into the defender, go in strong, you're going to get a foul call more than likely.
35 seconds left. Dollinghouse splits the pair. It's Summerland now. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. 30 seconds onto the game clock. Spot up three-pointer from the college three-point line. No problem. Michael Koenig knocks it down. Just a 2-point game. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go. Nine seconds
Johnson
left.
Brock had a nice start to this first quarter. 1-3-1 defense.
3 seconds. Got to find something to do with it here. He's just going to take the three-pointer. Won't hit. Rebound Summerland, and that ends quarter number 1. 16-14. Johnson Brock up by 2, but Summerland not going away easily. We're going to take a break right here live from the Heartland Event Center in the...
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
An exciting first quarter of action here live at the Heartland Hoops Classic. It was Johnson Brock getting off to a hot start and Summerland weathering the storm and able to keep this a 2-point game, 16-14 heading into quarter number 2, and a lot of that is due to the stifling defense.
That 1-3-1 defense really, and they've struggled in this 1-3-1. First time out, not kind of see what adjustments they make.
And
knocking down shots is a nice one.
We'll consider that an adjustment. Brody Kaler, 15.1 points per game. And now the pass picked away, 2-on-1 situation. It's Kaler back down on the other end. And Kaler finishes it off with the assist from Camden Dollinghouse.
Quick 5 points to start the quarter, but Summerland, you have to be able to weather the storm, keep your composure.
21-14 driving down on the other end. No foul called. A clean closeout off the Koenig drive. Napier giving a lot of contact on the way down. So now Johnson Brock gonna look to set something up. Still in that 1-3-1, now into the post, and they score in the post as well. Austin Meyer, the 6'4" sophomore. 23-14.
You get the ball in the short corner, the bottom guy comes up, it leaves a one-on-one matchup inside, and they're gonna take that all day long.
A 7-0 run for the Eagles now as they lead by 9. Ten seconds on the shot clock. They find him inside. Alex Schindler. Patience, patience, patience on that possession for Summerland, and they're able to find Schindler. So now Johnson Brock back down the other way, still on that great run, pass picked off. That's Cheatham. Cheatham driving down the other end, kicks it back out to Napier. Spot up three-pointer, Hoke looking for it from the left corner. Now Napier again. Napier plays great, just spot up defense in the backcourt like that.
Very stingy, very pesty defender, really trying to get in the head of the ball handler, and it becomes very, very frustrating to just bring the ball across the half-court line.
Yeah, head coach for Johnson Brock, Derek Werner, having a word with some of his guys, telling him, you've got to get over here, you've got to help him bring the ball up. Looking for the drive, nowhere to go. Johnson Brock resets.
And I was at the York-Seward game last night, and the York girls, first half, Seward was in that 1-3-1, and they started pressuring. You know, York would come up, cross half-court line, and depending whether they dribble left or right, that top and either wing defender would come and trap, and nobody came to the basketball. Created several turnovers, but they got that adjusted in the second half.
So another turnover for Johnson Brock, and it's all resulting into that tough 1-3-1 defense from Summerland. They have a chance here down by 7 to start cutting down that lead. Off the kick out, Hoke. If Hoke could have gotten a better pass, I think he'd have shot that ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Cheatham driving in, and he gets it for 2. So now 23-18, a 2-possession game. Cheatham nearly able to get the steal. Three-pointer won't go. Shot by Kaysen Dullinghouse. Rebound Hoke, a fast break down the other way. That's Napier. Skip pass over to Cheatham.
It got deflected.
Yeah, now back down the other way for Summerland. A shifty move, and Brody Kaler for 2. Behind the back, able to lay it in, and it's back to a 7-point game. And a foul going to be called. That will go on Austin Meyer. It was Carter Bergman trying.
Summerland they've had some pretty timely passes. You know, penetrating, getting inside, get pass made at the right time. That's this kind of alludes to some of the chemistry that they have, you know, playing with each other. But, you know, a pass happens at the right time, you get a really good shot, you get fouled.
And taking a look at that play, I mean, that's a shifty play to switch hands like that and still be able to calmly go in. A great move by Brody Kaler. Bergman knocks down that second free throw. 25-20. Napier trying to knock that ball out. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Johnson Brock to make something happen. Three-pointer, Brody Kaler looking for it. Rebound out, Austin Meyer. Meyer can't get it to go, but he's going to be fouled.
With that 1-3-1 defense, Johnson Brock loving the three-pointers in the corner. They've got some open looks. Not all of them have fallen.
But I think Austin Meyer right now, he's averaging 7 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. He's doing exactly what they need him to do. Go in there, get big boards, put the shots up, and get fouled. 30 seconds on the shot clock. 3:45 left in the half. Driving in, he'll take it himself. Tough lay for Kaysen Dullinghouse, and then a foul going to be called at 90 feet from the basket. So Kaysen Dullinghouse getting called for the foul.
It's a second personal foul.
Yeah, he's going to be subbed out. Coming in for him be Robert Gravatt.
Do not want him to pick up his third foul here. Last 3.5 minutes, he got the lead. I would not expect to see much of him here the rest of the first half.
Tough jumper, fading away. Preston Hoke looking for another quick jumper. That one won't fall.
Now they're back to man.
Johnson Brock, 18 on the shot clock. Hoke taps it away. Can't save it, so it'll be Johnson Brock basketball.
15 to shoot. So got to work quick.
Ten seconds now for the Eagles. 5 seconds. Got to do something with it.
Summerland switching everything.
3. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. And again, Summerland forcing that tough violation.
That's the second one of the first half.
And Derek Werner having words that time with Camden Dullinghouse. It's been a frustrating first half for him.
Offensively, they've knocked down a lot of shots from the three-point line, which is, you know, the reason they're in front. But that defense, stifling defense by Summerland, the 1-3-1, that man, the last 15 seconds of the shot clock, they, you know what, weren't really ready for it. Switch screens, it becomes very difficult to get a shot up.
Carter Bergman trying to go up and under and lay it in. Instead, he gets fouled. A chance for 2 here. Third team foul. That's the second foul on Robert Gravatt. So we take a look at it here. It's a good move, and Gravatt, the hands stayed up the whole time. He did that well, but the issue was he put the body into him.
It's going to get you a foul every time.
It will. Still a 2-possession ball game at 4 points. .220 left to go. This is kind of how we saw that first quarter end as well. Johnson Brock getting off to a hot start and then slowing down as the quarter went on.
Summerland still in man defense. Interesting to see what they do to adjust. And Johnson Brock making a lot of shots right now.
Austin Meyer, the 6'4" sophomore, putting the game back up to 7. Preston Hoke lost it in the lane, able to kick it back out. Timeout taken by Summerland. They trail by 7, 1:56 to go, 25 seconds on the shot clock, and we're going to take a break right here. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me Leighton Oberle here live at the Heartland Hoops Classic.
Pump up your day.
Pump up my day.
I love this.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
Yeah.
With Pumped Up Rewards, you can save big on every gallon of gas just by fueling up, and even more by visiting our stores.
Do I have to?
No, just sign up. It's automatic.
Okay, good.
Sign up today at pumpandpantry.com.
Go get it, Zach!
Timeout taken by Summerland. They trail by 7, 28 to 21. A timely 3 made by Austin Meyer to push it back to 7 points for that Johnson Brock lead. It's been back and forth this whole time, but Summerland offensively just has not been able to churn up enough to tie this thing out.
Well, Johnson Brock's made a lot of shots. 7 threes in the first half. Pretty tough to beat. 7 threes, 2 two-pointers.
Yeah.
So a lot of shots falling early. Maybe that's kind of the MO, is they want to get up shots in the perimeter. They're a very good perimeter shooting team.
And a good backdoor cut, and that's going to lead to two. Brody Kaler, a great play. Now 30-21, driving in, kicking out. That's Hoke looking for the three. No dice. .115 left now, Johnson Brock.
Summerland still in that man defense.
A chance to widen that lead, and a travel going to be called. That's the right call. He jumped and he jump stopped, and he did that right, but then he moved the pivot foot to keep going.
Travel every time.
Layton's going to head down and get ready for the halftime interview, so it's just me for the rest of the half. Napier, he gets blocked. Camden Dollinghouse, 6'2", a senior, showing off some of the length. 49.5 seconds left game clock, 21 seconds on the shot clock. Summerland looking out to get it back into Schindler. Schindler back out to Cheatham. Cheatham surveying, pump fakes. That ball gets hit and he's still able to put it up. Now 35 seconds for Johnson Brock. 25 seconds on the shot clock. About 3-second difference between game and shot. .12 seconds now. Got to find something to do with it, and a foul's called. That'll go on Cheatham. So foul on Cheatham. It's his first foul. 13 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. That ball tipped away. Johnson Brock going to be able to run it back down. 8 seconds left now. Driving in, foul called. It's going to be on the floor. That's only the third team foul for Summerland, so still another to give. And with 5 seconds left, I doubt we're heading to the free throw line off a common foul. Timeout taken now by Johnson Brock. 5.9 seconds left to go in the half. A frustrating first half, I think, for Johnson Brock. A lot of things that they've been wanting to do that they haven't been able to execute. And right there you see it. It's a good drive in by Brody Kaler. He knows he's going to get fouled, so what he understands is I got to keep that ball strong. I got to go up in the shooting motion. That's what he did well. So Johnson Brock talking things over. 5.9 left. They've been electric from the three-point line so far in this first half. Obviously, you want to look inside outs. You're always looking to go inside. Maybe you want to hit Austin Meyer. He's been great for you already. And if you're Summerland, the defense has been good so far. You've held a Johnson Brock team that's averaging right around 61.5 points per game, 30 points in the half, so right around their average. So now both teams out of the timeout. 5.9, shot clock is off. That ball nearly picked away by Napier. Spot up three-pointer, looked like he got hit on the arm, but instead that ball just blocked away. So 30-23, Johnson Brock up by 7 to end half number one. Summerland not going away easily. We'll have a quick listen in here with Leighton Oberle, and he'll talk to head coach Derek Warner of Johnson Brock. So Lucas Dollinghouse, that head coach for Johnson Brock. Leighton, what do you got for us? All right, Leighton, what do you got for us?
least in that first half. A lot of shots. What adjustments do you want to make against that 1-3-1 zone here in the second half?
Our biggest issue is passing. We're not passing very well. We're lofting passes. They've been able to get some steals. We've had 2 shot clock violations because we're not paying attention. So, I don't know, this early morning game, just got to wake up and play.
Well, good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Tom Dinsdale Hyundai has created a better way to buy. We call it Your Way, and it's designed to let you decide the best way to buy your next car or SUV. Shop online, choose the vehicle you want, get a trade-in estimate, and more. You can even reserve a vehicle before it gets delivered to our lot. Of course, you can still stop by and talk to one of our friendly sales experts. No matter which way you choose, you'll get the same great customer service that you'd expect from Tom Dinsdale Hyundai. It's a new way, a better way, your way.
At Strive Education, we understand that the world is digital and that teaching digital media and broadcasting in the classroom can be overwhelming.
That's where we step in. We offer personalized coaching and innovative curriculum, guiding educators to integrate these critical skills into their teaching.
Our programs transform classrooms into future-ready environments, ensuring students are well-equipped for the ever-evolving digital workforce.
To learn more about how we can serve you, go to strive.education today.
Now joined with Summerland head coach, Coach Hazer. A lot of threes in that first half. What is the game plan to try to slow down a very good perimeter shooting Johnson Brock team?
We're going to have to get better on our closeouts. We got to be there about a step sooner, force them to put it on the ground a little bit more. I thought we contested a lot of good shots, but when you're playing a really good team like this, obviously they're going to knock some down. So we just got to get them a little bit more uncomfortable, try to push the tempo a little bit more and try to take those legs out. 23
points in the first half. What are your points of emphasis offensively at halftime?
Attack the rim more. We got a little complacent there where we were settling for some outside shots. Not that we can't shoot them, but we've got to get ourselves to the rim and try to live at the free throw line here in the second half.
Well, good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is that it?
An exciting first half of basketball. We've heard from both head coaches. We've heard the adjustments that they need to make. Now the question is, in the second half, how will they execute? Overall, you have 16 points for Johnson Brock in the first quarter, 14 for Summerland, and then 14 points in the second quarter for Johnson Brock in 9 for Summerland. So not exactly the same offensive continuity for Summerland. Johnson Brock able to stay pretty consistent in that 16 to 14 point range offensively, but Summerland right now defensively, you've just got to stop allowing the big play. They had a lot of great things going defensively, but they allowed the big play. They allowed the slip up three. A team as good as Johnson Brock, you're not going to be able to get away with that. And for Summerland, what'll be interesting, so as you can see on this wide shot, that hoop to the right that you're looking at, there's nothing behind there other than 2 cars, and then it's a lot of open space. It's really weird to shoot at as compared to the left side because you can see there's still some tables there, so it gives you a little bit more depth that you're used to. So sometimes you'll see teams be affected by that a little bit because, one, this whole environment is so different from any other high school gym, and two, both sides of this are very different as well. So it'll be an interesting adjustment to see what if the shooting it takes a fall from Johnson Brock. They shot the ball so well in the first half. Will it fall off at all in the second half, kind of is a question. I'm Bridger Cruz. Leighton Oberly will be joining me in a second. He's pulling double duty for this game. He's a color guy and a sideline reporter. So Johnson Brock will take over, up by 7 points. Heading into half number 2, Johnson Brock, we talked about a little bit before. They were on that 56-game win streak, back-to-back Class D1 championships, looking for 3 this year and getting things started early. No dice for Brody Kaler as he tried to put up the corner 3, heavily contested, and I don't think he got kind of that right form that he wanted. He had to get that ball off quick.
Heads-up play there on the baseline.
Yeah.
Safe possession, and kind of talked about it at halftime with, Coach Hazer. Better closeouts. That was pretty good closeout, pretty good defense on the three-point shot, and talked about attacking the rim. We'll see what adjustments are made here. That's a really good shot.
Preston Hoke is quick off of that mid-range jumper. He likes going off the screen like that, getting some separation, and then fading away off the shot, and he's great at it. Spot up three-pointer again. Another good closeout for Summerland. That one won't connect for Camden Dullinghouse. So now back down, driving the other way. That's Alex Schindler. Schindler handing it off. They find Hoke. Hoke up, under and in.
Another really tough finish. Reverse layup inside. Full speed. Get it up to roll in perfectly, and a great start to the second half.
And now
offensively.
Foul going to be called on Michael Koenig. I think it was clean up top. Again, it was the body that went into Brody Kaler. So Kaler at the line. It's a quick 4-0 start for Summerland. First free throw is good for Kaler. Kaler right now 12 points. He averages 15 per game, and then unofficially those 2 rebounds, averaging about 6.5 per game. Knocks down both free throws, so it's 14 on the day for him. And it moves it back to a 2-possession game. Cheatham driving in.
Right idea, just.
Yeah, it was the right idea. They were looking for Schindler, and then Schindler was going to kick it back out to Hoke. Just not quite the pass that Schindler needed.
I think if Schindler catches that pass, it's a layup.
Yeah.
Nobody there, just a little off on the pass. Maybe got deflected, but and then the turnover.
3-pointer won't go again A lot of missed shots
from
early from Johnson Brock. We talked about kind of the effect that this side of the basket, side of the court will have as Austin Meyer misses another 3. Preston Hoke back down the other way, going to take it in himself.
I talked to Coach Derek Werner at halftime, frustrated with how the offense is going. A lot of threes so far here in the game, currently keeping them in it. 7 threes. And another missed one.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that 3 by Dollinghouse. And a rebound by Camden Dollinghouse. He's going to be fouled. So Alex Schindler picks up the foul. That's Camden Dollinghouse knocking down the first. And Preston Hoke, as we saw kind of the baron of that replay, his acceleration is so quick. He took off and he jumped from probably the second or third block out, and just that acceleration was able to carry him all the way to the hoop.
Big possession here. See if he can cut it to within a score.
Hoke, he wanted that three-pointer. Instead, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Summerland still looking around for something. That time, Hoke showing a little bit of frustration. Schindler was trying to get the pass to him. It was a tight window. Into the game now, Carter Bergman. .5:30 left to go. Johnson Brock up 2 scores. Losing the ball, able to keep it around. A lot of chaos. Meyer gets on it, and a timeout taken by Johnson Brock.
I think that's smart. Offensively, you struggled offensively. Want to save the possession. Quick timeout, quick refresher here. But they've struggled in the second half. Lots of threes in the first half. 0-4 here in the second half.
Yeah, and averaging right around 38% from the three-point line. Yeah, Johnson Brock trying to figure things out, but they have enough size and they have enough depth to keep pushing the ball inside like that. That will work for them. And I'm sure Lucas Dollinghouse talking about that. You know, if the threes aren't going to fall, let's work inside out rather than outside in like they like to do.
Makes you respect the inside shot. You know, if Johnson Brock can get going on some post-ups or some shots inside, you know, the defense will have to respect that. They'll collapse down a little bit farther. The kick-out threes will then be there for a very good shooting team.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Going down into the post, letting it fly.
There you go.
Brody Kaler. Kaler, a good offensive possession for him. Now Cheatham back down the other way. He's going to reset the offense. Parker Napier. Tough three-pointer from him, and he buries it.
Summerland's hanging around, doing everything they can, and everything they're doing is just enough, keeping them in the ball game. Lots of missed shots here in the second half. Knocking down just enough.
Foul called on Cheatham. It's going to be a push foul. I think Cheatham might have tripped. I'm not sure about that, but he sure looked confused about what had happened. Driving in from the corner, kicking it out. Austin Meyer can't finish. Second time he can't finish either.
Those shots have to fall. Right around the hoop, you get 2 chances. Not super contested.
1 possession game. Preston Hoke, he's going to be fouled. So quick to the basket, and especially that spin. It was a good contest right up until the end. And Camden Dollinghouse. That first free throw just hits that front iron. And you take a look at it here, what we talked about with the quick spin move, you've got to contest that because that's what he loves. You'll use the spin to get separation.
Know your opponent's tendencies,
yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, and you know how to defend. What does your matchup, what is your player that you're guarding, what does he like to do? He likes the spin move, and he's good at it, and it's quick. Easier said than done, but Here we go. Johnson Brock really working it inside.
Just looking for the spot-up jumper. Can't find his own rebound. Napier gets it back over to Hoke. Hoke, the 1-on-2, taking it himself. The Euro step won't fall. Cheatham.
That's a really tough shot. Fading away from the basket on the offensive rebound. Could kind of understand why that one fell short. It would have been a heck of a shot had he made it.
Could have tied it up, but Johnson Brock just up by 2, 20 seconds on the shot clock, struggling offensively to start the second half. Ten seconds left. Meyer getting it back over to Camden. Camden, 5 seconds left. 3 seconds. Step back three-pointer won't go. Rebound, that won't fall either. Napier pulls it down. So Brody Kaler again looking for that offensive rebound. And now for the lead, you bet. Michael Koenig putting the Summerland faithful on their feet. They lead by 1.
That's a big-time shot. You got the lead. Momentum is starting to shift. Johnson Brock needs to knock down a shot here.
Johnson Brock back down the other way. Meyer into the post. Tough bucket, and he nails it.
That's exactly what you want. Summerland, they take the lead. Work your offense. Stay composed. Keep your poise. Knock down a shot right around the hoop. Just like that, back in front.
Already 14 points scored in the quarter for Summerland. And a turnover taken away by Dollinghouse. So now fast break down the other end, spot up three-pointer, it'll go. And just like that, a 4-point game again, the Eagles able to respond.
First three, the second half. Transition, open look. And yeah, Summerland's gonna want a timeout.
Timeout taken by Summerland. They had the lead, now they trail by 4. We'll take a break right with them here live from the Heartland Hoops Classic.
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
Summerland taking the timeout. They trail by 4. This shot, though, from Koenig gave them the lead, 37-36, and then a quick response by Johnson Brock, and they trail by 4. Cheatham with the basketball, 15 seconds left on the shot clock, going
right
inside to Koenig.
Beautiful pass, really good defense.
And it's going to be blocked that time by Kaler. Gravatt back out to Kaysen. The skip pass to Kaler. 3-ball from the corner, rims out. Can't get much closer than that. Preston Hoke back down the other way. He was trying to put it down. Instead, it rims out, and Hayden Gravatt pulls down the board. Down the other way, looking for the kick out into the corner. Tough lay inside in the end one. Holy cow.
That's an incredible finish.
Camden Dollinghouse heading to the line, looking for the three-point play. But wow, that ball all the way back behind his head when he gets to finish that. And still, that nice touch. The foul called on Schindler. And he can't finish the three-point play. Ball knocked around a little bit. Summerland will maintain possession. Down by 6. Looking for Koenig inside. Ball knocked away. And it's going to stay Summerland ball. Camden Dollinghouse knocked the ball out, and he was stepped out of bounds when he hit the ball. .19 seconds on the shot clock for Summerland. Down by 6, you need a bucket here. No bucket, but a foul called, that time on
Bad
Kaler.
Foul. 13 seconds on the shot clock. No reason to foul. Fresh 35.
That's a second personal foul, and Hoke able to finish it off and looking for the 3. That time foul on Camden Dullinghouse, and again, Hoke, his speed, just beating Dullinghouse to the spot.
Had you beat, and then, like they say, if you're going to foul, make sure they don't make it, and just a bad foul.
Hoke finishes it off.
3-point play. All of a sudden, they're back within 3 points. You've alluded to it. This game has gone back and forth. Back and forth.
.15 seconds on the shot clock for the Eagles. 15 seconds separate shot and game clock. 3-pointer will go up, won't fall. 33 seconds, shot clock is off. Summerland, a chance to put this within 1 or tie. Coach Brett Kaiser told him just hold it out, wait for last shot. You'd think you're looking for Preston Hoke here.
Absolutely, he's been a great, be able to get to the basket, make some plays on all ends, and Napier has been a good shooter as well.
3-pointer won't go for Cheatham. Johnson Brock, a chance with it here. 2 seconds left. Can they get a shot off? They'll get it off. Won't matter. And that will end quarter number 3, 42-39. Johnson Brock able to hold on to that lead and maintain their poise over a lot of Summerlin surges. We're heading to the final quarter after this.
Pump up your day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
With Pumped Up Rewards, you can save big on every gallon of gas just by fueling up, and even more by visiting our stores.
Do I have to?
No, just sign up. It's automatic.
Okay, good.
Sign up today at pumpkinpantry.com.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect.
Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.
One final quarter of regulation remaining. I'm joined with Leighton Oberle and I'm Bridger Cruz. It's the early morning game at the 2025 Heartland Hoops Classic. Johnson Brock, the top of D1, holding on to just a 3-point lead against Summerland. Ball nearly turned over. Cheatham just going to try to chuck it back in pounds, and he pulls it off. Carter Bergman dancing on that line. He takes it in, guarded by Meyer. Gives it back off, and now back to Cheatham. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Napier from the corner, won't go. Rebound Meyer. How to put up a 3 quickly.
That's a good look. It wasn't a great contest, but Napier, he can knock that down.
From way outside, again, the 3-point shooting woes continue. And then the offensive rebound from Camden Dullinghouse instead steps out of bounds. So a good effort by him. Just unfortunate.
Can never get said about those effort plays. Tried to save it, just kind of went out of bounds and move on, but that's what he'll do. Dullinghouse, he's the effort plays. Saves, trying to save extra possessions. Almost got another steal. Beautiful pass inside. There's Preston Hoke again.
Yeah, and Ryan Reifer heading to the line now. A good play again by Summerlin, able to work it inside. First free throw, he makes it back. It's within 2. Summerlin shot the ball from the 3-point line well so far today.
Kind of mentioned Johnson Brock. 1 3-pointer here in the second half after 7 in the first half.
Yeah. Camden Dullinghouse picked up the foul. That's his third.
Summerland, you had to know that these eventually to make 7 threes in the first half is ridiculous.
Kick out 3-pointer into the corner. Again, won't fall. Rebound Meyer.
Johnson Brock, they've really cooled off in this second half.
Austin Meyer been keeping things alive with a lot of timely offensive rebounds. Meyer driving in, kicking out. Napier tipping it away. But Johnson Brock averaging right around 9.3 offensive rebounds per game and 16.9 defensive per game. So Preston Hoke and Michael Koenig back into the game for the Bobcats, their 2 leading scorers. 20 seconds left on the shot clock for Johnson Brock. 3-pointer, Meyer, it's good. The sophomore that goes and bangs around in the post can come outside and shoot from deep.
Summerland had the lead. I believe it was 36-35.
37-36.
37-36, okay. And
a tough lay-in from Michael Koenig. 6'3" senior using all of his length and weight to put that in.
Summerland just can't. They had the lead there, and Johnson Brock took the lead back and just they within 2, 3, 4 points. And able to overcome the hump here. Got to get a stop.
And Kaysen
a lot of time.
Kaysen Dollinghouse had a good look at it, but right there, Koenig hanging around in the air, had some contact and able to finish through it. Kaysen, he'll put up the jumper, and again, it just rims out. I don't think I've seen a team have this many shots get that close to falling in and just rim out.
They made all of them in the first half.
Hoke inside, and Schindler lays it in for 2. 1-point game.
So a lot of time, you get down to these close games, 2 good teams, and a lot of times it comes down to which team keeps their poise, keeps their composure. We've seen teams before, they fall behind and they just go into panic mode. No bueno.
Ball tipped away. Schindler almost got a piece of it. Kaysen gives it back off, looking for Meyer. Meyer able to grab it off the ground out of the chaos. 47-44, still a 1-possession game. Napier giving it to Schindler. Schindler takes some contact. Good play that time by Meyer.
That could have been whistled a foul, but I kind of like the no call. He was pretty straight up defensively, and that's what.
Into the corner, nearly a turnover. Timeout called by Johnson Brock. They lead by 3, 47-44.
Full timeout.
And we will be right back here live from the Heartland Event Center after this.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors,
can't get over the
our friends. It's where
it's
we
so
live.
hard to shoot a 3 from
These
that
are all our
angle.
hometowns.
It's so hard.
Over on this end.
And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
.47-44. Austin Meyer, the sophomore, has come in and played huge minutes. He's knocked down some threes, he's gotten some huge rebounds, and then he's made some big plays defensively as well.
He's got 12 points, 7 rebounds unofficially. 2 3-pointers. Austin Meyer has had a huge game. 6'4" senior trying to keep him in it.
And then Meyer able to save it again.
Right now, the difference in the game I see is the rebounds. Johnson Brock unofficially out-rebounding Summerland 22-13.
The three won't fall, so now 3-point game. Summerland with the basketball. 4 minutes remaining, 20 seconds in the shot clock. Koenig puts the shot up. It gets blocked. Koenig gets it back. Cheatham driving in, laying it in, and the and one opportunity to come. Huge play from Sam Cheatham. And just look at this, a tough bucket in between two defenders, dips that ball down under the arms, takes it in through contact. And we're not tied up yet. Cheatham cannot tie the bow on the three-point play. 3:40 left to go. Johnson Brock up by 1. Meyer thought about the three, drives in and kicks. Back the other way. Again, that three-pointer that they would have taken. Johnson Brock's really had to rethink this plan. Kaysen Dollinghouse in the first half would have absolutely let that ball fly, but now with that lack of shooting, you got to be a lot more careful.
And I would definitely say that they have made a conscious effort in the second half to attack inside. Still, they've shot quite a few three-pointers. Only one of them is dropped. There is Dollinghouse. They got 4 threes.
Knocks down both free throws.
Leads 3. Still a lot of time. Don't need it all right now.
Hoke puts up the 3, looking for the tie. Rebounded by Camden. So Camden Dollinghouse nearly a turnover. He's able to get it to Kaler. And that will be a turnover. Hoke back down the other way. One-on-one opportunity. He misses it. Rebound Cheatham, and Cheatham's going to be fouled. So Sam Cheatham heading to the foul line. Fouls on Grady Behrens. His first foul, team's 3rd. Behrens hits his first. That time Cheatham just right place, right time. Cheatham can hit his second. They've struggled to connect on the second free throw, and Cheatham's frustrated.
Summerland just 9 of 15 from the free throw line.
Kaler driving in, tough bucket from him. Driving from the right corner, takes some contact, and it's a 4-point game.
This almost seems like a must-have possession here. Johnson Brock inching away. It's at 2 possessions and now a steal.
Off the breakaway, Camden Dollinghouse, he lays it in. 6-point game, some timely play from Johnson Brock. Cheatham driving in, long three-pointer. Thought about it, instead taking it in, Alex Schindler. So Schindler will score. 30-second timeout from Summerland will stay right here. 4-point game, 2:19 to go. Johnson Brock, they can separate just enough, but then Summerland able to keep it close.
Johnson Brock, they really nice start to the game. In the first quarter, they got a lot of shots to fall. The second half, it's been a pretty defensive second half. But Johnson Brock, they get the steal. They extend it to 6. The last.
Let's take a look at team stats.
Made 9 threes.
Yeah.
7 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. But look at the rebounds. That's what sticks out to me. Yeah. The rebounding numbers. 25 rebounds to 16.
Yeah.
A lot of opportunities for Johnson Brock on the offensive end. Summerland also hasn't had a ton of second chance opportunities either. You know, 2 and some change. You got to get a stop here. And a lot of pressure defensively.
Yeah, and Cheatham going to be called for the foul, just a little bit overzealous at half court.
So just the 3rd foul, so you got 1 more to give here in the final 2:13. Sorry, 3 to give. 3 to give.
2:05 remaining. Johnson Brock leading by 4. This slow, monotonous, pass-heavy offense for Johnson Brock. They're trying to catch Summerland sleeping. 15 seconds left. Kaler drives in, kicks out.
Nice pump fake.
Yeah.
Beautiful mid-range shot. Don't see that much anymore. You gotta respect that mid-range jumper. Executed perfectly. Now it'll back up to 6 points.
Nearly a turnover. Pump fake from Koenig, and he's heading to the free throw line. Brody Kaler picking up the foul. So Koenig down by 6. You need these free throws, and right now the free throws just have not been connecting as consistently as you need them to for Summerland.
For that attempt, unofficially 9 of 15.
That's right. Koenig knocks down the second. 5-point game, 1:25 remaining.
Johnson Brock has an opportunity here. A bucket goes a long ways. 7 points.
Kaler driving in off the floater, won't go. Ball knocked away. Cheatham able to pull it down.
Be able to win that.
So Cheatham pushing it back down the other way. Schindler puts it up and he gets fouled.
These are must-have free throws right now for Summerland. Got an opportunity to cut it to within 1 score. Put some pressure on Johnson Brock to make a play.
And you can just see the exhaustion on Johnson Brock as you have Koenig back there. Hands on the knees. Him and Cheatham both.
They've played their hearts out. And early morning basketball, probably maybe a little bit. Don't play those very often. The D1 state championship game at 9 a.m. So Johnson Brock, pretty familiar to that, but.
So Schindler knocks down both. Less than a minute remaining now, 3-point game. Austin Meyer, he gets fouled by Schindler.
Got fouls to give. So you got 1 more to give here. I would guess that they're going to go ahead and give them.
That's a 4th foul on Schindler. Shot clock reset at 35, game clock at 53. So now a ton of pressure being put on Camden Dallinghouse. Kaysen pops out and another foul called.
So they're gonna, commit their fouls. Puts
no more fouls to give, and Cheatham's right. He's saying, we don't need to foul. You have the shot clock on your side. You play good defense, you're gonna get a chance at this ball. You don't need to necessarily foul.
Fouling again.
That's what they're gonna end up doing.
I don't necessarily agree. I mean, I agree with what you were saying. You got, 50 seconds with the shot clock now. Without a shot clock, that's a completely different situation. You have to, with the shot clock, play defense.
Yeah.
They have to shoot at some point. We've seen Summerland. They've already forced 2 shot clock violations today. They can do it.
That's a 4th foul on Sam Cheatham as well. Camden Dallinghouse knocks down the first, and he hits the second as well. 5-point game now, 45 seconds left. That looks a lot tougher to overcome than 3. Preston Hope going to drive in, take it himself. It rims out and rebound by Austin Meyer.
Now you have to foul.
Yep. So now 36.3 left. Johnson Brock can seal the deal with some free throws. So Johnson Brock, with 36 seconds remaining, up by 5, make that 6. Upon talking to Coach Lucas Dallinghouse about this game, he was telling me about how many games they have been playing lately. They played Freeman, and then they played Humboldt, Table Rock, Steiner. And that. So now 30 seconds left. Cheatham puts up the spot up 3, won't go. Rebound Johnson Brock. Doesn't look like Summerland's going to look to foul. Actually, they will. So Cheatham's going to foul, and he'll foul out. If you're Summerland here, defensively, I mean, this is as good of a game defensively as you probably could have played other than a few miscues. But getting back to what I was saying, Lucas Dollinghouse was saying we've had 3 games in right around 3 days, which is what kind of happens at the state tournament. So this is great preparation for the tournament because it's not like you can have practices at that point. So very short rest into not a lot of prep into getting ready to play games. Great prep for the state tournament. So they knock down those next 2 free throws, making it 61-52. 9-point game. Back down the other way. Schindler, he'll put it up. He scores quickly, makes it 61-54. Ball knocked away. And it's retrieved by Kaler. Kaler just going to run around as long as he can. Another foul called, so Kaler's heading to the free throw line. Stick around after this. Coming up, it's Doniphan Trumbull versus Lincoln Lutheran. Doniphan Trumbull, not in the NEB Preps coaches poll as of February 1st, but they did receive votes in Lincoln Lutheran in that same poll. They were ranked as number 1 in the NEB Preps coaches poll. So 2 teams that have been historically good at basketball. Lincoln Lutheran coming off a C2 state championship. They bump up to C1 this year, and Doniphan Trumbull, a berth in the state tournament in C1 last year. They competed in this tournament last year as well. Kaler knocks down both of his free throws, making it a 9-point game. 6 seconds remaining. 3-pointer will go up, won't fall, and that ends game number 1. Johnson Brock remains with only 1 loss on the season to Freeman, and they get the win here early, 63-54 over Summerland. Summerland kept it as close as they could for as long as they could. A lot of third-quarter heroics, but the poise and discipline of Johnson Brock able to get the win for them. So after this, we'll have Leighton Oberle sitting down there with Lucas Dollinghouse, and then our player of the game. So after this, again, stick around. It's Doniphan Trumbull, Lincoln Lutheran. Then after that, Adams Central, Ashland, Greenwood, and then Grand Island Central Catholic in Sydney. Those are your 4 Nebraska versus Nebraska games tonight. And then the nightcap, those last 3 games of the day, some out-of-state talent coming in, and that's what makes this classic so much fun usually, is all the out-of-state talent that comes in. Let's take a look at some of the final stats of the day from Johnson Brock. Austin Meyer, 12 points, 10 rebounds on a officially. Brody Kaler, 21 points, 3 rebounds. Kaysen Dollinghouse, 15 points, 3 rebounds. And then Garrison Bohe, 3 points and 1 rebound for Johnson Brock. And overall for Summerland, we take a look at some of the stats. 9 3-pointers made, 7 of those from Johnson Brock in the first half, only 2 in the second half. So overall, Summerland picked up the defense in the second half, but Austin Meyer was huge in that second half. And we're going to send it to Leighton right now.
Courtside with head coach Donghausen. Summerland, they hung around in the second half. What it was in the second half that propelled you guys in front to finish it off?
Well, they're a great team. I mean, they're very athletic, do a great job moving the ball. For us, you know, it seemed like every time we go on a run, they would come back and hit a shot and kind of get back into it. And for us, towards the end of the game, we were just able to maybe get a few stops on the defensive end, secure the rebound, hit some free throws, and really it propelled us for a win.
What is a win against a very talented Summerland team mean the rest of the way into sub-districts, in the district final, in the state tournament?
Well, it's huge for momentum. You know, we've had a tough stretch here this week. We played 3 straight games. We did this to help hopefully prepare us for a state tournament. You know, it's great to go up against quality competition and really have to play 4 quarters of a game. You know, night in and night out. You know, that happens a lot. And being on this stage, that's really going to help us for the state tournament.
Well, good luck the rest of the way, Coach.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
It's Johnson Brock getting a 9-point victory to start off the Heartland Hoops Classic, 63-54. Stick around. After this, it's Donovan Trumbull and Lincoln Lutheran. Should be a good one coming up. After this, with me today, Leighton Oberle, and I'm Bridger Cruz saying so long from Grand Island.